Hi guys, welcome back to another video and podcast. This is Dan here from Sports Cards UK. Now in today's podcast we're going to be discussing one card that you think is overrated and one card that you think is underrated. So I asked this question on my Instagram. I've got lots of answers, so I want to discuss them, give some opinions of my own, and without further ado, let's jump straight into the podcast. Okay, so as mentioned in the beginning of the intro, we did say one card underrated, one card overrated. Now, some of you did just comment one card, which makes it a little bit difficult, but I can kind of guess which one you thought, well, by the card, whether you thought it was underrated or overrated. So, first off, we've got F. Walsh, which I think is Finn, if I remember my subscribers. Maybe I got that completely wrong. Upper Deck 94 Bergkamp. So Dennis Bergkamp, Upper Deck 94, which presumably would be USA 94. They had a nice series. I know the Luis Figo one is particularly popular from that set. I do own a Roy Keane from that set as well. Now I'm going to go with underrated. I assume that's what you meant from that comment. So the first one that we do have is the Upper Deck 94 Dennis Bergkamp, which is underrated. Now next up we have Meatsack _ breaks, and he or she says Fatty Mega Cracks rookie. Now this, I've had a look through some of these answers, and this might be quite a popular answer. It looks like Ansu Fati is coming in at overrated and underrated, so it's quite difficult to decide whether you meant underrated or overrated. So some people have given me two, but other people have just given me one. So I don't know with that one whether you meant underrated or overrated. But quite a few people have put overrated, so I'm going to stick that in overrated. If you didn't mean that, then obviously let me know. UK _baller _cards. Shout out to you. We've had a couple of conversations before. Ronaldo Euro 2004 sticker is underrated. Yeah, I'd agree with that. A lot of people think that a lot of people go for the 2006 because it's his first World Cup tournament, and as with Messi, it's his first, I guess, international Panini tournament sticker. However, you're right, Ronaldo does have an earlier tournament sticker, which is the Euro. So that's Euro 2004. Very nice card, notoriously difficult to grade. So I would agree with that. I think that card is underrated. Not sure on overrated, each to their own. Fair enough. So Soccer.Cards UK has said not one card in particular, but one set that I think is so underrated is Panini Revolution 2017. Now actually, I probably just brought the house down there by jumping up. So this is 2017 Panini Revolution. I don't know if that will focus, but you can see what the box looks like. Now, this has a Christian Pulisic card in it, in his Borussia Dortmund kit jersey. And it has sunburst parallels and vortex inserts. So I own a couple of these cards just because someone threw them in with a purchase that I made. But I did end up just buying a box just to kind of see where, I completely agree with you. I just wanted to see kind of where that market would go, because Revolution is big in basketball specifically. So it'd be interesting to see if the Revolution set suddenly picks up. I don't think it has just yet. The Pulisic card is obviously the popular one. I'm sure you'd know about that if you've seen it. But yeah, I completely agree with you on that one. So I did just buy a sealed box. It wasn't very expensive, about £25-30. And yeah, I've just been holding that. Underrated in general are stickers. Yeah, I agree. I think Europe know about the stickers. I think a lot of us are onto the stickers, and I think the US are getting into stickers as well now, which is really, really cool, specifically for soccer. Yeah, so for particularly the UK guys and Europe, I know we're big into our stickers. The sort of the Germans, Italians, Spanish, we're all big into our stickers, as well as obviously the UK. But I think the Americans are coming into stickers for soccer, because there isn't that many sports where stickers are respected as much as the cards. Maybe in early basketball releases, like the Fleer stickers and the Fleer cards, Fleer stickers are still respected, hold a lot of value for the Jordan rookie. But yeah, soccer, I'd say stickers and cards pretty much. If a rookie's a rookie, whether it's a sticker or a card, in my opinion, it doesn't matter. Rising Star, and that was from Mason underscore BFD. Rising Star Rookies says underrated everything from Lewandowski. Yeah, I probably agree with that. The only thing I would say is the Lech Poznan 2008 sticker is quite expensive. I think it's probably a good one to buy if you've got sort of the capital, if you've got the money to afford it. It's probably a good purchase. However, for £600 to £800, it's quite a lot for me. So I'm not going to go in sort of balls to the wall on that, if you want to call it that. But I do own the 2011 or 10 to 11 Borussia Dortmund sticker from Panini, which is his first sticker in the Bundesliga or the first sticker in his BVB shirt. So yeah, I agree with you on that. And Müller as well, Thomas Müller. Yeah, again, I probably agree with you on that as well. I'm not actually too sure what the Thomas Müller rookie card is. I haven't actually looked too much into Thomas Müller. So maybe if any of you know, drop a comment and let me know. And overrated everything from Christian Pulisic. Rising Star Rookies. You are my best friend. I completely agree. If he wasn't American, no one would hype Christian Pulisic up. And I understand that is why he is hyped up. But yeah, on skill level, on the way his cards are priced at the moment, you'd think he's Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi. I mean, they're astronomical for someone that's playing for a team that really aren't performing very well at the moment, haven't been getting results, have just sacked their manager. They've brought in Tuchel. And yeah, just not. I really don't think. I think Christian Pulisic is a good player. I do. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's the best player. And there's so many other players that their prices are so much lower than Christian Pulisic is. And for me, the only reason his prices are so high is because he's American. So if you're in America and you're buying Christian Pulisic, not got a problem with that at all. I completely understand that. As a US national player, and probably one of the best US national players, I mean, there's a reason he's called Captain America. To buy a Christian Pulisic card in America before the World Cup, to me, makes complete sense. In the UK, I mean, are US buyers going to buy your card in the UK when there's plenty on the market in the US? So I think for UK buyers, unless you're Chelsea fans or unless you think the hype is going to move over from the US to the UK, which it seems to have done, I think Christian Pulisic is a kind of a weird buy for someone from the UK. That's just my opinion, but I'm sure you could argue that. Machamp8 says underrated Tyler Hero rookie. I would argue slightly overrated. And the reason I say that is I sold my Tyler Hero cards before the finals against the LA Lakers. So the thing with basketball is I'm slightly worried about this kind of rookie hype in basketball where there's a draft class of, let's say there's about 5 rookies per year that everyone's gunning for these to get these rookies. But I don't know how many of those 5 rookies are going to continue the. I mean, the NBA is so different to college and so different to the G League or whatever else. Like there's the top tier players, but how many of them are there? How many of these rookies are going to last? So I'm slightly worried about holding these rookies. I don't quite like the rookie hype in basketball. I think there's certain players that are going to be brilliant. And I think Ja Morant is probably going to be one of them. LaMelo Ball obviously looks like he's going to be one of them. Luka, one of them. Jason Tatum, one of them. Trae Young, one of them. But then some of these other players, I don't know. Is it worth spending the money that people are spending on Tyler Hero at the moment? Is he really going to be best in the league in a few years to come? He may be. I don't know. But I just feel like I don't know to spend that much money on a player that's his rookie class was last year. And his price is already ridiculous. So I sold at a decent profit last year. And I probably won't pick up any particular cards of his, in my opinion. But I fully understand that. And you've got a Jordan logo as your picture. So I'm sure you know a lot more than me. Overrated Zion rookie. Yeah, I probably agree with that. The thing that you've got to worry about is he had injuries at high school. He had injuries at Duke. He was injured for the beginning of the season for 1920. He is a fantastic player, and obviously fitness was an issue, and I suppose he dropped a bit of weight and I guess gained a bit of muscle as well when in the bubble. Is he? I don't know. Is he the next Giannis? No, I don't think so. Is he the next LeBron? Again, no, I don't think so either. But you can see with his prices have actually dipped recently. So you can get a Zion Prism now. At the height, they must have been so expensive at a PSA 10, and they're much cheaper now. So a little bit volatile, I think, the Zion market. However, I do own lots of cards of Zion because I did open up a lot of basketball product. So I do own a lot of hoops of Zion. And I was buying some prisms really early on in some of my early videos, like in early summertime, I think. Marcus Rashford 2018 World Cup sticker. Now, if anyone says Marcus Rashford, I'm assuming you mean underrated, because I think he's one of the most criminally underrated players in the hobby, especially if you're from the UK. It's kind of like the Pulisic thing if you're from the US. Marcus Rashford, I think, is quality. I think he's going to be the next best thing. So, yeah. Sorry if I keep touching my nose. I just had a shave and I've got hair everywhere, so it's itching. YNWA Sports Card says Michael Owen Upper Deck is underrated for sure. It's his rookie year. So that's from 1998. So I've done openings of that particular set on TikTok before. I've spoken about it numerously. I spoke about it with the podcast with Brian from the Sunday League Investors. I've got a box over the top there, a couple of sealed boxes. So in that set, you've got David Beckham's first international competition. You've got a Rio Ferdinand rookie. You've got a Michael Owen rookie. You've got the Maradona Hand of God goal card. There's so many good sets, and then you've got the Three Lions variant, I guess they call it, where there's 3 lions and they're numbered out of 5,000. So yeah, I would agree it's underrated, but you can pick it up way cheaper than some of the prices on eBay. So I wouldn't pick that card up at $9.99. I would try and buy full sets, or I would try and buy doubles or something like that, because they're quite common cards. So maybe don't pay £10, but if you can get one cheap, which you definitely can, it's the same with the pro set cards. Try not to pay £20 for a rookie. Look for listings that don't say rookie on it. So that's my best advice for you on that. So I completely agree with you. GN Cards says underrated Jack Grealish Merlin rookie sticker. Again, I own one of those. That's from 2016. Brilliant card. There's 2014 cards that are slightly earlier. He's got a match attacks and then a Premier League tops card. All of those I think are underrated. And overrated, he's put an Ansu Fati rookie ticket. Fair. A lot of people are saying Ansu Fati, which is interesting. I haven't read out all of them yet, but you'll see that Ansu Fati seems to be very overrated. And maybe I can agree with that. I do own a couple of Ansu Fati cards. I own the La Liga Este sticker, and I own the Mega Cracks rookie, and a couple of Mega Cracks, 3 Mega Cracks second years. I do think he is going to be the next best thing. I believe that, but again, he's 18 and there's so many different things that can happen. It's such a big risk to plug all your money into Ansu Fati. I wouldn't recommend that you put all of your money into an 18-year-old who hasn't yet. He's shown so much potential and individual brilliance, but he could be plagued with injuries. You never know. And that was from GN Cards. Joe Land says under 1997 Barrett Canned World Stars Series, Beckham. Okay. Oh, Barrett Candy. So they're like the Barrett sweets, I guess. 1997 World Cards Beckham. I'll have to put that up on screen. I'm not sure what that one is. And then overrated Mbappe 2018 Prism. I have said Mbappe is slightly overrated in terms of card prices and the fact that he's so, I don't know, long term you'll probably make money on Mbappe, but I just think there's other players that you can get for way cheaper that could probably be up there. You could say that Haaland is overrated at this point, just because if you're thinking it as an investor, how can I buy low and sell high? You can't really buy Mbappe low. You buy Mbappe high and you sell higher. That's kind of what it is at the moment. So I kind of agree with that. I do agree with that. I think I've said that before, that I do think Mbappe cards are slightly overrated. But there are other ones that you can pick up that are probably underrated. Maybe the optics, 2018 optics are underrated. I don't know. I did pick up one of those earlier, so I must think they are. Zion Williamson cards are overrated, and underrated are Owen and Shearer. So it's a second shout for Michael Owen. Yeah, I agree with you. I did pick up a Panini Supersport from 1998 of Michael Owen, which is another card that I'd recommend. And for Shearer, you've got the 1990 Pro Set card, which again, as I said with previous person that says Owen, try not to pick one up for £20. You can get them cheap, so do look out for. You can get deals out there. They're quite common cards, or even buy a box like I did. Star Sports Cards, shout out to you, says Giroud 2010 Panini Foot sticker. Yeah, I think Giroud is a fantastic striker. Probably later on in his career now. I don't think he's considered to be the best striker of all time. Don't get me wrong, but I do think he's turned up in important games. He's been good for Arsenal. He's been good for Chelsea. So, yeah, I'd agree with that. I haven't actually looked into the 2010 Panini Foot sticker, so it's a good shout. I've never actually seen what it looks like. And Fatty 2019 La Liga Este sticker, which is the one that I just said I previously had. Again, it's very, very common and it's quite expensive. So I can assume that's why you've gone with that one. However, I say common. I did actually open up like 4. I must have opened up about 80 packets of La Liga Este, and I never hit a Rodrigo, Kubo, or Fatty. So, I mean, the pull rates of those for me were terrible. I didn't get any decent cards from the sticker openings. One of which I did put on my channel. Harvey Barnes EPL Prism is underrated. Yeah, fine. He didn't play the best the other night. He did actually get taken off in the Leicester game. But I do agree. I think he's got a big future ahead of him. Future England international as well. And it's the Premier League's first ever Prism set. So Prism rookie cards of anyone that's good, I think will be good to go for in the future. And Ansu Fati is overrated. Not even any cards, just Ansu Fati is overrated. Okay. And that was by Aiden_Mackenzie_. Next up, you've got football_card_guru says Mbappe World Cup Prism is overrated. Another vote for Mbappe. And Mbappe Select Rookie is underrated. Now, that's a good one because you've picked the same player. I like that answer because you've picked the same player, but you've picked a card that you think is overrated and then a card that has potential. I like that. I probably agree with you on that. Everyone's looking at World Cup Prisms. And do you know what? This might come into a bit of a rant here, and I'm not trying to offend anyone or anything like that, but I see so many football soccer card videos that talk about cards that are going up, and all they are is just Mbappe Prism, Neymar 2014 World Cup, Messi 2014 World Cup, and Ronaldo 2014 World Cup. I mean, it's great, but it's the same video every week on those 4 cards, and it seems to be nothing else other than those 4 cards and Pulisic, and maybe every now and then you chuck in João Felix. But, that's just... I feel like the content out there at the moment is very samey, and it seems to be about the same cards. And it's like, I guess if the cards are going up, they're all great players to go for, don't get me wrong, they're all world class, but where's the fun in that? In just... I don't know. I just think those videos to me are a little bit... A lot of people are doing the same videos about the same cards, I feel, at the moment in the hobby. So I'm just interested to see anyone out there that's talking about different cards. They're talking about Michael Owen cards. They're talking about Shearer cards that have got potential to grow. And yeah, there might be a riskier investment. If it doesn't come in, it doesn't come in. But you're spending £10 on a card rather than £1,000 on a card. And then if the market crashes, you're in the shit, basically. Sander Wilkinson says underrated 1985 Maldini sticker. 100% agree with you on that. I know what that one is. And overrated World Cup Mbappe Prism. So another vote for Mbappe. And that was from Sander Wilkinson. Elliot with 2 1s as the L's. .S says underrated Marcus Rashford first Topps Chrome UEFA Champions League. Very good shout. I think I own one of those. I own a couple of I own one Marcus Rashford from the Champions League. I don't know if it's his. I presume it's his first one. I don't know what year that is. 2017 maybe. And then overrated Mbappe 2018 Prism. So all these videos that are talking about cards that are going up, Mbappe 2018 Prism, it's quite clear to see that everyone disagrees with that anyway. So we've got overrated, another one for Mbappe World Cup Prism. Criminally underrated, they've put, and this is from Joe Cards UK. He says, João Felix football sticker. I do know the one that you mean because I missed out on one on eBay. I was trying to bid on one and it went a bit above my price range. I think I was on like the last minute. I put a bid in and then they just started going in and in. There was like 20 bids on the card, so, or a sticker even. But yeah, fully agree with you on that. I did try and pick up one myself and I may do at some point. Hot_sports_cards UK says Rafael Leao Pitch Kings underrated. I agree with you. He's performing really, really well at the moment for AC Milan. I have a rookie ticket of his, which I pulled in a video actually, on my channel from Chronicles. So it's from the same set, but obviously the Pitch Kings is the slightly higher end version. And a Mason Greenwood Panini sticker rookie. I guess you think that is maybe both of those are underrated, or do you think the Mason Greenwood is overrated? The Mason Greenwood Football 2020 sticker, that is a little bit volatile. At one point it was at 40, then it was at 20, then it was 10, and then it went back up to 20. So it's a very, very common card. I've got about 5 of them and I didn't pay anything over about $5 for them. So that one I'd be a little bit careful of. And there are some better cards out there as well, like the anything from the Chronicles set has got his rookie in it. So Mbappe base 2018 Prism is so overrated in my opinion, says _.t.j.c. _. And Foden is criminally underrated. Yeah, I agree with that. I think Foden has he's got the 2018 Don Russ, the 2018 Optic. There isn't that many rookie cards of Foden at the moment. I think it is just those two from 2018. So it's fairly simple and easy to find rookie cards of his because you haven't got to look across too many different sets. I've got a Optic that's out for grading, so hopefully that comes back high grade, I'm hoping. Maybe a 9, 10, even better. I'll expect a 9 on that, but yeah, I still think his cards are pretty cheap. I wouldn't buy, and I said this to someone the other day, I can't remember who asked me, but I wouldn't buy Foden 9s right now. I wouldn't buy any PSA 9s right now if you're in the UK. That's going to be my biggest tip to you, because in May, June time, we're going to see so many PSA 9s hit the market. They'll flood the market when everyone gets their cards back from grading. You've got to think, I've only been into sports cards since March of last year. My first submission was in August, and a lot of people were submitting from August to December. So all those submissions, and you can even see the graded gem videos, and that's just graded gem. Sports cards started to pick up and up and up and up. So a lot of people are going to get 9s. They're going to want to flip 9s, maybe keep their 10s, or flip 10s, keep their 9s. It depends what kind of collector you are, investor. So I think prices are going to slightly go down as soon as there's 9s, because people are going to be undercutting each other. So you should be able to get cheap 9s, hopefully, very, very soon, because the card market at the moment is sports cards prices are through the roof at the moment, but they should go down when loads of cards are coming back into the market and they're graded. So I'd hold fire for the minute, because I think there's a lot of Foden 9s to come back, but I do agree with you that it's underrated. LDM Sports Cards, which is Liam's new channel, shout out to you, says Ronaldo Sports Cards page. He says Ronaldo Select 2016, and then Ronaldo World Cup Stars 2014 Prism. I guess the Select is underrated and the World Cup Stars is overrated. Maybe, I don't know. Not sure with that one. Maybe they're both underrated. Soccer Silverback, shout out to you, says underrated Haaland prize footballer. Very, very good shout. I know you're a big Haaland collector. And he's put overrated anything fatty. Ansu Fati. Okay, yeah, fair enough. The underscore soccer underscore card underscore social says Saka immaculate and then eyes rolling emoji. I guess that's underrated. I'm sure you can't call that overrated. Surely not. Maybe the prices are a bit high, is what you're saying, but that can't be. Saka, I think, is underrated. Even though he's hyped, I think he's underrated. Harv Tiff says Phil Foden rookie underrated. Again, agree with you. And Ansu Fati rookie overrated. Another one for Ansu Fati. We've got soccer underscore card underscore collector underscore UK says Fati Mega Cracks rookie. I guess you're saying is overrated, considering everyone else has said he's overrated. Harry underscore Loftus says underrated David Beckham Upper Deck 1998. Yep, totally agree with you. I think the base card of that is still very cheap if you can pick one up at a good price. Please do make sure if you're picking that card up, look at eBay sold listings. Don't see a price and then buy it at that price. If one sold at 20 quid yesterday, but all of them are 50 quid at the moment, doesn't mean they're worth 50 quid. One could easily pop up at 20 quid. So just be careful. Don't pay the first price that you see on eBay. Check eBay sold listings, work out an average over a recent time, over 2 months maybe, and then use that as your goal and put offers in as well. And then he's put overrated Mbappe 2018 World Cup Prism, which Mbappe and Fati seem to be the two most popular answers for overrated at the moment. Trading Card UK says, for underrated, definitely Tanganga from Spurs. Okay, yeah. I think he could be one for the future. Yeah, I agree with you. As a centre-back, I'm not sure that a centre-back's the best investment, but we're, as a nation, probably don't have the best centre-backs. We've got full-backs coming out of our arse, but we don't necessarily have centre-backs. So I agree with you. I think he could be the next centre-back. I do rate him. It was cool to see him in the Prime documentary as well. Him kind of coming up and getting signed for Tottenham, which was cool to see. Anthony R16 says Dusan Vlahovic rookie ticket, scores practically every game. 100%, I agree with you. I own one of those. I did buy it. I invested in one of those. I think I spent about 10 to 20 quid. He's striker for Fiorentina, playing in Serie A. He does this as his celebration. He's a sort of a tall striker, great finisher. Highly agree with you on that one. I think Vlahovic is really, really good. I actually signed him onto my team on career mode. I got him up to about 87, and I think I ended up selling him because I'd sold him and Camavinga, and then ended up buying Haaland and maybe someone slightly cheaper. And I think it was Angel Gomez I ended up buying as well as part of that deal, which is a bit random, but he's obviously left United recently. And overrated is Vinicius Jr. Okay, that's interesting. And that was the last one. Vinicius Jr. Okay, overrated. I kind of agree, but I don't think Vinicius Jr. Well, I don't know if I do agree, because I don't think Vinicius Jr.'s cards have yet hit its ceiling. But who knows? Again, it's from the series, popular series, which is the 2018 set. He has got a rated rookie from that set, which, yeah, I guess his prices have gone up quite considerably, but I'll take that. I still think he's slightly underrated in my opinion, but maybe I just haven't been monitoring the prices as much. Maybe it's had a massive spike, and I say that and I don't even own any of his cards, I don't think. So, yeah, there's that. But there we go. I hope you did enjoy this podcast. I do really enjoy kind of asking the questions, hearing your answers. I think it's valuable for the listener of the podcast and the video, the YouTube as well, just because I think it's nice to have my opinion. I suppose you're listening because you want my opinion, but it's good to listen to everyone's opinion in the hobby. So we've had about 20 answers there. So several different people are giving me different answers that are knowledgeable. We've got guys that offer their own content, like Soccer Silverback in there, Liam, Star Sports Cards. You've got loads of Instagram pages that are kind of providing their own content and opinions as well. So it's good to share everyone's opinion and then also see the common choices. So We've obviously learned that the underrated ones seem to be specific sets that people aren't looking at. Maybe older players, vintage cards, or retro cards, I should call it. Like Beckham was mentioned a couple of times, Shearer, Owen, maybe Ronaldo earlier stickers as well, which we saw, the Euro sticker. And the overrated just seem to all be Mbappe and Fati. So hopefully it gives you a good idea of if you're maybe slightly unsure about purchasing a card, maybe have a rethink, look back, sit back, monitor card prices over the long term, and then see where to go from there. If you do enjoy this content, please do let me know. I mean, I thoroughly enjoy making it. It's nice to kind of hear your feedback and opinions on things. And if you can think of any ideas of topics that you'd like me to talk about on the podcast, by all means, I'm open to listening to those and potentially putting them into action as well. And yeah, if you are listening on iTunes and Spotify, please do leave a really nice review if you did enjoy it. And if you are on YouTube, please do drop a big like on the video, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much.